St. Anselm's. And Mount Vernon meet today on It's Academic. Hello, everybody. I'm Hillary Howard. This is the opening round. You know how it works. Each team begins with 100 points, 10 up for a right answer, 10 down for a wrong answer. Contestants in the studio don't see the same material you do on the screens at home. Let's begin. By George. George Washington isn't the only famous person named George. See if you can identify these other persons who shared the first name George. The nickname Little Mac was given to this Civil War general. St. Anselm's.
McClellan?
Yes. This Anglo-Irish playwright wrote Pygmalion and St. Anselm's.
Shaw?
Yeah. This film director was responsible for the Star Wars. Gaithersburg?
George Lucas.
Correct. In 1898, this U.S. admiral won the Battle of Manila Bay. George Dewey. This American composer wrote Porgy and Bess and Rhapsody in St. Anselm's.
Gershwin?
Gershwin it is. He wrote the book on which the TV show Game of Thrones is based. St. Anselm's.
George R. R. Martin?
Yeah. In 1888, he created the Kodak camera. Oh, you're young. George Eastman. George was the rarely used first name of this baseball legend nicknamed
Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth is right, Mount Vernon, and that's the end of the round.
It's Academic with Hillary Howard. Now in its 57th season. And for 50 years, proudly sponsored by Giant.
Those are the cheerleaders from Mount Vernon High School and the Panther from St. Anselm's. Hello, everybody. So glad to have you here. Welcome to It's Academic. It has been sponsored now by Giant Food for more than 50 years. Yay. Time to meet the teams. We begin with Gaithersburg High School from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Hello, Julia.
Hi, I'm Julia. I'm 15. Outside of It's Academic, I do cheerleading. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Mr. Richter and Mr. Kapowski, and our alternates.
Wonderful. Dantante, how are you?
Hi, I'm Dantane.
Dantane.
I'm a 17-year-old senior at Gaithersburg High School. Outside of It's Academic, I wrestle and I do brothers. And I'd like to thank our administration and our family and friends who came to watch us.
All righty. And Katie, how are you?
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm a 16-year-old junior, and I'd like to thank the band for coming out and supporting us.
All right, guys. An Olympian opera. Hidden in this musical phrase is what musical instrument with 88 keys? Nope, it's just Gaithersburg, Mount Vernon.
Piano?
Yes, it is. You can sincerely receive 20 points here if you place what letter in the blank to spell the word sincerely correctly.
Go for it. Go for it.
C?
Yeah, it's C. A wide, deep dish. To play 10 pins. What same word will satisfy both these definitions? Answer?
A bowl?
Yep. Fill in the blanks here, and you can name what highly reactive halogen element added to our water supply to prevent tooth decay.
Fluorine?
You're right. Better beans and bacon in peace than cakes and ale in fear. This bit of advice comes from what ancient Greek in his fable about a city mouse and a country mouse? Answer is Aesop. Gaithersburg with 190 points. You knew that one, right? Yeah. All right, St. Anselm's Abbey School from Washington, D.C. Hello, Philip.
Hi, I'm Philip. Outside of It's Academic, I do Model UN. I'm a 17-year-old senior, and I'd like to thank our alternate, Frank DeLeyoung, and our mascot, Fred DeLeyoung.
All righty. Nathaniel.
I'm Nathaniel. I'm a 17-year-old senior. I also run cross country and track. And I'd like to thank our coaches, Miss Dunleavy and Mr. Achilles, who couldn't make it today.
And Will.
Hi, I'm Will. I'm a 15-year-old sophomore. Outside of It's Academic, I also run cross country and do Model UN. And I'd like to thank our families and everyone else who came out to support us.
All right, gentlemen. Heat, eat herbs. Herbs are good, but see if you can find here the hidden name of what California Valley, the lowest geographical point in the United States.
Death.
Yes. Zookeepers will be pleased if you place what letter in the blank space to correctly spell the word rhinoceros.
H.
Yes. An elite Navy unit closes an envelope. What same word will satisfy both these definitions?
Seal.
Seal it is. Study in blank, the blank letter. What same bright color will complete these two titles by Arthur Conan Doyle and Nathaniel Hawthorne?
Scarlet.
Scarlet it is. It is, of course, altogether valueless. With these words, the 1861 Army Corps of Engineers dismissed what large gorge carved out by the Colorado River and now a major tourist attraction?
The Grand Canyon.
The beautiful Grand Canyon. St. Anselm's with 240 points. From Alexandria, Virginia, Mount Vernon High School. Amanda, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Amanda, and I'm a 17-year-old senior from Mount Vernon High School, and I'd like to thank the cheerleaders and all students for coming out and supporting.
And Ian, hi.
Good morning. My name's Ian Peverall. I'm a 17-year-old senior from Mount Vernon High School. I'd like to thank our faculty and staff today, Mr. Smolinski, our coach, and Mr. Rhodes for coming out.
All righty, and Christopher.
Hello, I'm Christopher Payne. I'm a senior at Mount Vernon High School, and I'm 17 years old, and I'd like to thank administration and our principal, Anthony Terrell, Dr. Anthony Terrell.
Okay, guys. Oxen only graze. Hidden within this animal phrase is the name of what noble gas whose atomic number is 54? Answer?
You go.
Neon?
Nope, it's xenon. Don't despair. Just place the proper letter in the blank space here, and you will spell the word despair properly.
E.
Yeah, it's E. A stone, a type of music. What same word will satisfy both of these definitions?
Rock.
Rock it is. Blank hills, blank sea. What same color should precede each of these words to name hills in South Dakota and a sea that surrounds the Crimean Peninsula?
Black.
Yes. Painting is the music of God. This comment comes from what great Renaissance artist and sculptor who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel?
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo it is. Mount Vernon, 190 points. That's the end of the round. Be back in a minute.
Pro tip. Giant has great prices on produce, so when it's your turn to do the shopping and you need to get raspberries for John, strawberries for Amy, bananas for Mom. Wait, what's a jicama? And at these prices, I can make it all happen.
Take a fresh look at Giant's produce prices. Prepare for flu season with Giant. Get your no-cost flu shot while you shop, administered by our specially trained pharmacists. It's just another way we help you to get it all done.
The legendary Checkers and Rally's Big Buford now comes in 3 sizes: big, bigger, and beast, with all the fixings. The single, double, or triple Buford. So how hungry are you? Checkers and Rally's. Fast foodies know the deal.
NBC4 is committed to serving the educational and informational needs of children. The station's children's television program reports describing our efforts are available through the Federal Communications Commission website at publicfiles.fcc.gov.
marching band from Gaithersburg High School. Welcome back, everybody. Today's contestants will receive tickets to Sheer Madness, now in its 30th year at the Kennedy Center. Join the audience to match wits with the suspects to catch the killer in this popular comedy and see why one critic said it's the most fun I ever had at the Kennedy Center. And while they're off to the theater, visit our Facebook page, please, and like us. Yay! All right, time for the picture perfect round. Questions are worth 20 points, up or down. Here we go. This is Thomas Moran's painting of what western state whose capital is Cheyenne? St. Anselm's.
Wyoming?
Yes. There probably weren't any jeans in the wardrobe of this gentleman, who was what English king, the successor of Charles II? Gaithersburg.
Edward VIII.
Nope, it's James. A lot of electric power is generated by this station, which draws on power produced by what river forming most of the Oregon-Washington border? St. Anselm's.
Columbia?
Yes. This expression is equal to what integer? St. Anselm's.
4 million?
Correct. Choice. Titled Blue Poles, this drip painting is typical of the work of what? St. Anselm's?
Pollock.
It is Jackson Pollock. The man on the right supervising food shipments to Europe during World War I is what Republican who later became our 31st president? Gaithersburg.
Hoover.
Yeah, Herbert Hoover. Used in the manufacture of paint, this is the oxide of what element? St. Anselm's.
Cadmium.
Correct. What artist never finished this portrait of George Washington, even though it has been reproduced billions of times? Gaithersburg.
Wood?
No, it's Gilbert Stuart. And that is the end of the round. Be back in a minute.
The more you see,
Look at that.
How good is that?
the more you do,
I truly am inspired.
the more you know. Weekends on NBC.
Due to coverage of the Barclays Premier League, the More You Know lineup can be seen at the following times.
Pro tip for fruit lovers, Giant has unbelievable produce prices. So you'll never have to choose between your favorites.
I thought I was your favorite.
That's right, honey.
Bye. Take a fresh look at Giant's produce prices. Earn money for local schools with every purchase when you register your loyalty card or phone number with A+ School Rewards. Start earning today and visit our website for details.
This job allows me to see people sometimes at their most vulnerable, but time and time again you see them move forward. If there's nothing else I've learned from this business, it's the ability of people to bounce back. It is something remarkable to behold.
Well, it takes a lot to be on It's Academic. Let's meet the folks that help prepare these students. We begin with Gaithersburg High School. So, Dantane, I'm so sorry. I didn't sleep last night. Dantane, who's with you?
Behind us, this is Mr. Richter. He teaches AP Bio, and this is our sponsor, Mr. Kapowski. He teaches Biology.
Great. Good to see you guys. From St. Anselm's, Nathaniel, who's with you?
On my right is our librarian and coach, Ms. Dunleavy, and on my left is Mr. Leathers, who's an administrator at our school.
Nice to see you guys. And Mount Vernon, Ian, who's with you?
To my right is our principal, Dr. Terrell, and to my left is Mr. Smolinski, who teaches AP Statistics and Chemistry.
Great to have you, gentlemen. All right, it's that time, the packet round. Gaithersburg will go first. St. Anselm's, you get to choose which packet they get to answer questions from.
2.
2. All right. Guys, in 2004, a librarian discovered a manuscript written by Johanna Fontova about her boyfriend, what scientific genius who formulated the theory of relativity?
Einstein?
It is Einstein. 47 centuries ago, the Chinese emperor Shen Nung is said to have invented what medical technique that involves inserting small needles into a patient's body?
Acupuncture?
Yes. Today, a gift of flowers is a gesture of affection. But what flower became the emblem of a series of 15th century wars over the English throne?
Rose?
That's it. War of the Roses. Here's your science question. Which of these terms refers to the sum total of chemical processes that maintain living protoplasm?
Metabolism?
Yeah, that's it. The Last Great Revolution is the title of a book about the 1979 revolution. In what Mideast country where Tehran is capital? The answer is?
Jordan.
Nope, Iran. Since it was strong enough to lift a baby elephant, a magical bird called the Roc had no problems carrying what sailor from the Arabian Nights stories? Answer?
Crane.
Pardon me?
Crane.
Nope, Sinbad. Here's your math question. Solve for x. Answer is?
13.
13.
No, close. It's 12. The writings of Karl Marx were read with fascination by what Russian radical who later became the first premier of the Soviet Union? Answer?
Leon Trotsky.
Nope, it was Lenin. But good job, Gaithersburg, 250 points. Okay, St. Anselm's is up. Mount Vernon, packet 1 or 3?
Packet 1.
Packet 1. Before Henry Ford went into the automobile business, he had worked for a company making what incandescent products invented by Edison?
Light bulbs.
Yeah. According to one survey, over 20% of Americans believe in what pseudoscience involving the zodiac and influence of the planets on humans?
Astrology.
Astrology's right. To retrace the westward route of the Pony Express riders, you would travel from St. Joseph, Missouri to what capital of California?
Sacramento.
Yes. Here's your science question. The alpha particle scattering experiments, which established that the nucleus occupies only a small fraction of the atom, were first done by which of these men?
Rutherford.
That is right. The telegram ordering troops to open fire on Fort Sumter was sent to Charleston from what Alabama city, the first capital of the Confederacy?
Montgomery.
Yep, it's Montgomery. The fictional school Pensy Prep is attended rather reluctantly by Holden Caulfield, the protagonist of what 1951 J.D. Salinger novel?
The Catcher in the Rye.
Yes, it is. Here's your math question. What is the next number in this geometric sequence?
162.
Correct. A wall was built in Britain as a defense against the Picts and Scots by what Roman emperor for whom the wall was named?
Hadrian.
25-point bonus, St. Anselm's. Packet number 3 for Mount Vernon. Mount Blanc in France is the highest peak in what European mountain chain that makes Switzerland so picturesque?
The Alps.
Yeah. When you eat a peanut butter sandwich, you might think about what African-American scientist who found new use for peanuts in his work at Tuskegee Institute?
George Washington Carver.
It is. A fictional adventure titled The Return was written by what second man to walk on the moon back in 1969?
Buzz Aldrin.
Yes, it was. Science question. Which of these terms refers to a region almost devoid of trees because of permafrost?
A tundra.
It is tundra. Whether they live in a house or a tent, thousands of Mongolians still hang the picture of what feared Mongol conqueror who died in 1227.
Genghis Khan.
Yeah. Kurt Vonnegut once wrote that the only book a person needs is what Dostoevsky novel about 4 siblings? The answer is the brothers Karamazov. Here's your math question. Please perform the indicated multiplication.
36.
That's right. August 26, 1920 was the date that saw the ratification of which number constitutional amendment guaranteeing women's suffrage?
The 19th Amendment.
You're right, 19th Amendment. Mount Vernon, 330 points. Coming back with the grab bag round next.
I believe I can be a professor. I believe I could be a pilot. A poet.
A doctor. I believed I could be a gold medalist. But if you're a foster child, realizing your dreams can be much harder. That's why Matches Firm's Foster Kids program helps foster kids, like I was, believe their dreams can come true too.
I believe I could be anything.
Come to any Matches Firm today and donate shoes to help a foster child in your community.
He gets a lot of compliments. He wears his army hat, walks around with his army shirt looking all nice. And then people just say, "Thank you for serving our country." And I'm like, that's my dad.
No one deserves a warmer welcome home. That's why we've hired more than 13,000 members of the military community since 2010.
I'm very proud of him.
Comcast.
Now, everyone at home should get ready for another year of Giant's A-Plus School Rewards program. You can earn points and help local schools every time you use your Giant card. Thanks to you, Giant has been able to award over $96 million to thousands of schools since 1989 and has already committed $2 million to this year's program. Signing up for your Giant card is easy. Simply go to giantfood.com or stop by the Customer Solutions Center at any Giant store. Experience the magic of A-Plus School Rewards each time you shop and help your local schools. It's the grab bag round. Questions are worth 20 points, up or down, 30 for the visual questions. Here's the first question. The only U.S. president who had twin siblings was what third chief executive whose home was Monticello and St. Anselm's?
Jefferson.
Yes. Some NASA scientists wiped away tears when what spacecraft ended its 20-year mission by crashing into Saturn? St. Anselm's.
Cassini.
Yeah. The log cabin was introduced to America by settlers from what northern European nation which possessed Lower Delaware till 1655? Mount Vernon. Answer? In 3, 2.
Denmark.
Nope, Sweden. Close. On your screens for 30 points. This 19th century photo depicts what man who served as Secretary of War in Lincoln's cabinet? St. Anselm's.
Stanton.
Yes. The title of John Philip Sousa's shortest march names what island that is New York City's smallest and most densely populated borough? St. Anselm's.
Manhattan.
Manhattan is right. If 10 to 13 baskets of pears make up 1 bushel, what is the maximum number of baskets that fill 5 bushels? St. Anselm's.
65.
Correct. Entrepreneur Elon Musk has proposed getting travelers from Washington, D.C. to New York in 29 minutes by building what kind of loop? St. Anselm's.
Hyperloop.
Hyperloop is it. On your screens for 30 points. When I want to read a novel, I write one. This was the remark of what 19th century conservative British Prime Minister who was the rival of Gladstone? St. Anselm's.
Disraeli.
It was. Because of complicated political reasons, China has banned from its airwaves what honey-loving bear created by
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh is right, Gaithersburg. Choice. A tree trunk increases in diameter because of cell division in the cambium. Mount Vernon.
Lateral meristems?
Cambium is what we were looking for. Now that all the bills are in, it seems it cost what South American city $11 billion. That's the end of the game. That's it.
At Rallies and Checkers, you can get a win before the game even starts. And winning just got easier because the 4 for $4 comes with your choice of a new Fry Lovers Burger, fries, apple pie, and a drink for just $4. Beats trying to fill up on overpriced stadium food. The 4 for $4 deal with your choice of 4 sandwiches. Rallies and Checkers. Fast foodies know the deal.
To all the men and women that serve our country,
overseas as well as here in the U.S.
We'd like to thank you for your service.
For all you do for us to keep us safe.
And the sacrifice that you put in for us.
Thank you for all you do for our country. Thank you for serving our country.
Thanks for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brought to you by American Residential Services. Thank you for keeping us safe at home.
Jack? Jack? Hello? Ugh. Hey parents, has this ever happened to you? Yeah, I thought so. Let's face it, we are all addicted to this, our phones. Most of us can't live without it.
But is our obsession with our devices dangerous? All this week, we're working for you, looking at things you do every day that could be hurting your health, putting your child's identity at risk, and sucking up your precious time. We're working for you to keep your family safe on Digital Addiction Week, Monday on News 4. Really?
American Public University has allowed me to dedicate my life to helping others. One of the beauties of having an online university is that you're able to set your own pace.
American Public University offers personalized learning support and career services tailored to you.
Employers want to see that you've graduated from an accredited university. My BSN is going to open many doors in my future.
A year from now, you'll be glad you started today. American Public University.
The scores are now official. We begin with Gaithersburg High School. Julia Dantonay and Katie with 270 points. From Alexandria, Mount Vernon High School, Amanda, Ian, and Christopher, 290 points. And coming back for the playoff, Will, Nathaniel, and Philip with, count 'em, 685 points. Good job, St. Anselm's. All right, so next week we have Langley, Murray, and West Potomac. Till then, I'm Hillary Howard. Thanks for being here. Everyone else, come on down.